Hey, this is Tara Plays Kingshot, and today we're going to talk about a very important topic, and it involves keeping the social climate.
Incoming call from
Wait,
Quinn.
another phone call.
Yo, Tara!
Zoe?
It's me! Hey! We are marching to the next mission right now.
Yeah, I thought, what are you doing with Quinn's number? What's up?
Yes, this is Quinn's phone. Mine gave out and I forgot my charger.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're always the one who says, who's in charge here?
Well, this time it's certainly not my phone. So hurry up, dear, and bring my charger,
Oh, well,
please.
it happens, Zoe. I'll see you soon. Bye.
See ya, Tara.
Let me quickly change outfits for this video because this is, yeah. Hello everybody, this is Tara Plays Kingshot, and here in the Netherlands it's now midnight. Why am I making these videos in midnight? I know, I cannot sleep. But anyway, my brain is still sharp. I hope you can get your sleep and have a healthy sleep routine. So, today I wanted to give my personal tips on how to get a better NAP agreement in your server. It of course depends on the emotional sensitivity and the emotional intelligence and regulations of the people in your server, but a Kingshot server can easily hold 1,000 people, so it can get quite clashy sometimes. We need to be real about toxicity and also the good and positive sides of being in an alliance and being in a kingdom and making it work. So, the NAP, non-aggressive pact, that's the meaning of NAP. And basically what that is an agreement between alliances or maybe the whole server. A NAP can be as big as you make it. So these usually contain alliances that have an agreement on peace. So they coexist and they have certain rules in events which may not be broken, or otherwise people get expelled from alliances. A NAP agreement can exist out of a lot of factors. Maybe it's an agreement to not attack each other's castle or gathering troops. Things to make the game easier for each other and work together. But I think one of the most difficult things for people per server, per individual server, is to make good rules that apply to people's needs in a certain server. Because Kingshot is a free game. You can literally burn each other's castle if you're not in the same alliance. You can do that anytime. You can attack anyone anytime, because it's literally a war game, and sometimes, I want to play peaceful and I think, what am I doing here? But I am already a fan of the game and the tycoon aspect, so yeah. But anyways, having a good NAP agreement is very important. It helps your server to grow, and when other people get too dominant or too high in a sense of ego and they want to rise above other people, it can help to also calm that down. So with that said, let's go on to the tips. Tip 1 is focus on everybody's growth. It sounds corny because I know it's a war game, but focus on everybody's growth. How are you going to grow as a server and participate in server events and alliance events if you are not coexisting in peace? There is a thin line between war and peace in this game, but everybody needs to have a good time, because otherwise they will not function in your kingdom and in your alliance. So give everybody space, think of people's needs, and calm your ego. Tip 2. Ask your server what your server wants and needs. I would do it this way. If your server consists out of people with different motivations and goals, try to find a common goal that everybody has and try to compensate for that particular goal and find out where your people's strengths are and what the weaknesses are. If you know that, you can adjust your NAP rules or organize your kingdom and alliances individually based on people's needs. Some alliances are better at certain tasks because they have different players than the others. So everybody has something unique to bring. But how do you know that if you don't ask or evaluate? Use the alliance voting, ask questions in world chat, and try to have people to cooperate. Let them see the vision, the artisan's vision. 3. If people are in disagreement, try to de-escalate the fight by going over the facts. So basically, when people are fighting about something, try to look at it factually and not use your emotions to say, well, you're wrong because this, that, and I feel like this. No, look at the history. like what specifically happened, and why did somebody, for example, break any rule, or were they disrespectful. Try to always talk stuff out. If you don't talk stuff out, you're not going anywhere. My next tip would be make a group with other alliance leaders so you can talk over problems when there is anything occurring between alliances. If there's any clash, any fight, you can talk it over with alliance leaders. Put them in a chat together and try to manage the server. The next tip might be a really weird one, but have a spokesperson. If you have people who can motivate other people and who is listened to, a person that is heard by the community, then they can advocate for peace or coexistence. So if you want your server to grow and have a better NAP, maybe it's nice to have a spokesperson. So when there is a fight, there needs to be somebody who says, hey, let's talk about this, and who leads the kingdom therapy session. The spokesperson is very important for motivation and just general sense of we are one and we're together. We need to stick together. And my last tip would be just make friends. If you don't know who you are playing the game with, you don't know where your, you know, connection points are or points of irritation. Get to know the people. I get it. Some people don't want to share about their lives because you're online, you're playing a game, but at least get to know their Kingshot persona. You can literally talk about anything other than Kingshot. There's an alliance chat, so use it. Get to know people. If you get to know people, you will find common ground and common interests. Yeah, it's very nice. Anyways, this was Tara Plays Kingshot. I need to get to bed. See ya. Oh, and remember, I forgot.